to Marlins Way, where we find Loan Depot Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Miami Marlins.
Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, Eury Perez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder,
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
And that's off the outside edge. And 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Let's go, Miami.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get it on the inside part of the plate as well.
High fly ball down the left field line. Konai on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Trevor Williams. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Yeah.
And that one upstairs.
Ball 3.
And there's a foul ball. on the ground. And
That's
it
a foul
goes
ball.
just foul. That one misses.
Take
So
the
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Batting second.
And now here's the
designated
Marlins
hitter,
DH, Connor Norby. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Check swing, called strike.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball 1. 1-1.
That one ripped, but foul. Lopez aboard here at first with nobody out. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now here is Jesus Sanchez. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Ball 1 there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, Abrams. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at Lone
Leading off
Depot
for the
Park.
Nationals,
Here's
the
C.J.
shortstop,
Abrams to hit.
C.J. Abrams.
Perez back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Lowe went deep in his most recent game.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No
Joe
ball.
McDonald, our
2
umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
That
1-2.
misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty, and now it's Juan Yepez And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, no.
2 out, space is empty.
Ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
That front door
2
slider is such a
strikes.
devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Two outs. Popped up. Edwards on his way over. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nationals go quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
I try to open up, but then I close tight. 'Cause who could understand what I feel like? Is what I feel like.
Back here in Miami,
Leading off
and
for the
stepping in,
Marlins,
the rookie
the
left
left
fielder,
fielder,
Griffin Conant. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
In the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Down the third baseman, David Fry. First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses. Second inning here, no score. Now fly ball to right center. Young hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back.
Leading off
And
for the
struggles
Nationals,
at the plate
second
in
baseman,
this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Garcia.
And
Ball,
ball
no.
1. The wind of the pitch. That
Ball
misses
two.
the zone. 2-1.
2-1.
And delivers
3-1.
outside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And it's caught for the out.
Batting it, the catcher, K-Bird.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Ruiz measures 6 feet even, 240 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. That one in triple digits. And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. That's a little bit low.
2 balls.
1 out, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just
Still
kept
in.
it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
1 down. And now Dylan Cruz. In the air out towards right center. Sanchez sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Ahmed Rosario.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Ruiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now a chance for Jacob Young. He hit into a double play his first time up. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Oh, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that's downstairs and outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And that's outside. And the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. In the air, left side. Conine in position. He's got it. And that's the third out. So the Nats leave a pair, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so
far. The first baseman, Kyle Tower.
Upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Swings through that.
1-1.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
No. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's a leadoff walk,
Take your base.
and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting it.
Here's a catcher to hit, Liam Hicks. 0 for 6 in the series so far. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Misses again, 5 in a row. Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Just missed.
Way to lay out that pitch down.
Xavier Edwards in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at first with no outs here. Sliced hard but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Now, Xavier Edwards. Tap foul at the plate.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
First and second here, no outs. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Full extension, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Second baseman, Otto Lopez.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it. And Perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Lopez takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Flips to second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Start of the fourth, leading off, James Wood.
Number 29, James Wood.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Nats, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And off the base of the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. C.J. Abrams will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's a ball. One ball, one strike.
Line drive, base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Perez picks over, and he's back in there. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Runner on the move. And safe. It's a stolen base. The 1-0. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. That one misses. 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Juan Yepez, the next to hit, flied out his first time. Ground ball right side, could be two. And he can't come up with it. There's one to first, not in time. And a run scores.
Well, it's always a tough double play to try to turn right there. And the hitter knows that. He's going to hustle all the way up the first baseline to prevent it. Nice job of getting that run across.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Flied to left his first time. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Popped up. Fry gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, K-Bert Ruiz.
K-Bert Ruiz now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. One
Yepes
strike.
off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off. Outside. And the count is 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That pitch just
inside.
misses the inside corner. Now 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs. On the ground to third. To first. And that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Connor Norby.
Just missed.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1 so far. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
The Nationals leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Griffin. Conine.
Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. That one missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Here's the third baseman, David Fry. Swing and a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Two aboard, 2 outs. And the 0-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. The throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 2-1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So 2 down. Next is the speedy first baseman, Kyle Stowers. Walked his first time. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Fry, the lead runner at second. Myers at first, 2 out of the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
2 outs, bases full. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Two outs, bases are full. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Perez back to work. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Cruz with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Rosario in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jacob Young. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. First offering, and it just misses. Gets under it and pops it up. Makes the grab for the second out. Up now for Washington, James Wood.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs. Hammered, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yuri Perez is done. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm out of the
Marlins,
bullpen, Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. And that one is inside ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a foul out of play. And that misses. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
And fouled off. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Strike one.
1-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Slow roller up the middle. Over to Lowe.
Out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The batter, number 8.
Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Lopez.
And that's in there for strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
That clips a corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one lifted to left. Wood sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Up
That front
next,
shoulder
the
coming
Marlins.
open instead of
The
staying
designated
closed.
hitter,
If he
Connor.
does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the
Norby.
other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Glove side, but it gets through.
The right fielder, number 7. Jesus.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Marlins leave 1. They're down 2-1.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to.
And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now up for Washington, Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco up and throwing. Cronin also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-2. And there's a ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
They had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Juan Yepez. right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
One down, base is empty. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one out to right. Sanchez on the run. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That's out to center field. Myers makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Andrew Chafin looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Rutledge warming up as well. Ripped on a line to center. Young makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Fry into box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Popped up right side. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder,
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That is upstairs for ball 1. And that's outside.
2-0. Ball.
Kyle Stowers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. A walk, and he's also singled. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Wood. He makes the grab, and that is the inning. 1 left for Miami, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
now pitching for the Marlins, number 51, Declan. Cronin.
Well,
Leading off
one-run
for the
game,
Nationals,
and now
the
the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 1 for 2. Just
no.
missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Right side. Over to first. Out. And a quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan.
And now
Cruz.
Dylan Cruz. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And that's downstairs.
No strike.
And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. Fly ball to right. Sanchez snags it for the 2nd out.
The third baseman, number 13.
And now Ahmed Rosario. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. In there for strike 1. And that's in the dirt. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. And the Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Chafin.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And at the plate for Miami, Liam Hicks. A strikeout and a walk. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed. Here's a high chopper. Rosario not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
No outs, runner at first. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Late swing, fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball left side, could be 2. He flips it to second in time, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The second baseman, Otto Lopez.
So 2 down now, and here is Otto Lopez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
No, off the plate.
Connor Norton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's a strike.
3-1.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either. He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Lopez at second with 2 down. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Andrew Chafin done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Jackson Rutledge gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Jackson Rutledge.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
Ball outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
To the right side, Garcia slings to first, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Nardi.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 43, Andrew Nardi.
Now it's going to be Jacob Young.
The center fielder.
You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fastball for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swings and misses. 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Miami's bullpen with some action. Hunter Gaddis up and loosening in the pen. Bender getting loose as well. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, one away. Now the left fielder, James Wood. And that misses. Ball one. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Late swing, foul to the left. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. Just enough that time. And that's outside. Pitch misses there. Counts full, 3-2. C.J. Abrams in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Out towards right center field. Should be extra bases. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that one fouled off.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
That missed by a lot. And to count 1-2. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one way outside. Ball 3. One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In there for strike 3. Throw to third. Ow! And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami. Griffin Coma.
The left fielder, Griffin Coma.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the
third
ball
baseman,
pretty well.
number
I know it
6,
didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now the third baseman, David Fry, 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jorge Lopez looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Strike 2.
0-2.
Ripped on the ground a second. Over to Lowe. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice
center
job of the
fielder,
pitcher to
number
bear down,
55,
make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. And that's in the dirt. Going to count 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes the
Marlins,
closer here in the 9th,
Number
Hunter
33.
Gaddis.
Hunter Gaddis.
Nathaniel Lowe digs in now.
The first baseman, number 33, Nathaniel Lowe.
And a strike of the outside corner at 95. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And here is Juan Yepez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And that one is inside. Next pitch is downstairs. Luis Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One down, base is empty. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Nationals turn to a pinch runner, Nasim Nunez. Go ahead run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
On the ground, 2 ball. On to second, they get 1. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Let 'em know that you the best. I ain't never seen the best. Let 'em know that you the best. Let 'em know that you the best.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jorge Lopez.
Now pitching for the Nationals, number 21, Jorge Lopez.
So digging in,
Lead
Kyle
up for the
Stowers.
Marlins, the first baseman, Kyle Stowers.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1. Moving in the bullpen, Kyle Finnegan, the closer, is getting loose. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. On the ground to first, makes a sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder,
The
you have to
catcher,
be
number
ready for
34,
anything. And that spot,
Leah.
it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. First
No, that's the
pitch
ball.
just misses. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And it's even up.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Making a move at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Derek
Number
Hill.
3, Derek.
Here at the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Edwards will hit next. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. Ball back in a hurry. And the winning run now at second with only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
This one in the dirt. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. He swings, floats it into left. And a base hit coming home. Here's the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Marlins walk it off and win it 3-2.
Well, you come into the ninth inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
The final score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.